so it finally has ended. After years of suffering, Noelle has given an extremely deserving bro to her younger brother. Now all that is left is her older sister and her oldest brother. However, the oldest brother, I have a feeling he will not be easy to defeat. After all, the youngest is the youngest, and I mean, the mid, her second and her first older brother is after. Sorry, I slurred my words. Let's just say that Salido, that was his name, right? The one she just faced in this battlefield. Why am I suddenly talking so much confusing? Anyway, yes, this is the Black Clover chapter 121, and I am the angry offended discovery reviewer. Extremely happy that we finally got this chapter, and it's been a long time waiting. Basically, if I'm gonna spoil everything, yes, I will. I will say. Basically, this is all about the fight is over and the Team Noel has won. And let me tell you, the Golden Dawn guy and the Silver Eagle brother stood no freaking chance. It was almost pathetic, and that's just how the way I like it. But first, we see some flashback about that Alstrada, or whatever his name was, that Golden Dawn. Apparently, a long time ago, he was wounded in battlefield and was close to dying. But the one who saved him was Captain Vengeance. And here is what is extremely strong. I'm beginning to wonder, is this a coincidence or is it not? It's not a coincidence that Captain Vengeance saved him. What is a coincidence that the way he saved him is to Alstrada a very reminiscing of a painting he saw as a little boy. Almost exactly similar. Is that way to once again imply just how highly everyone thinks of Captain Vengeance as their captain? Or is that once again to imply that Vengeance is not the type of man as we saw before? As we all know, we saw what was behind his mask, and apparently he is not lynched, although there is still hints that he may have some connection to them. So all in all, is Vengeance just a very kind-hearted man, or is he really an emotional manipulator? I do not know. I mean, if I have lived a life like his, I would definitely be an emotional manipulator because, hell, you will really dislike people like that. But still, making a scene that it looks exactly like a ancient painting. I'm just saying that almost sounds a little bit too suspicious. But either way, uh, Alfredo dedicated his life in order to for Captain Vengeance. And when Juno came out on the scene, he has got extremely jealous with the fact that Juno got all the attention. Not only because he was a commoner, not only because he was so powerful, but also because, well, simply, Vengeance showed favorism, which apparently, according to Alcerada, he has never ever done before. And the fact that he has called him by his by uh, by Juno's name 5 times and had uh, but not talked to him. I mean, wait, I'm not sure I understand this, but it's the fact that he says he called him by his name 5 times today, even though he still hasn't spoken to me even once. Oh yeah, now I understand what that means. I mean, basically saying that he just called Juno 5 times while ignoring Elsreda. So all in all, I guess that epitome of arrogance that he accuses Juno of is just simple jealousy. But mostly because he considers not only jealousy for the fact that Captain Vengeance is showing favorism, but also because the fact that he considers Vengeance a god almost, worships him and considers him the best person ever. And the fact that Juno comes here and says like, "I'm gonna become captain," he feels like that is making a mockery of him. So he will fight. Elsewhere, finally, we're switching back to the Noelle fight, where the last guy who won, who is on the bad guy side, tries to help, but gets knocked out by a heavy mushroom, who's at least that's called fungus magic. We see that tired, old-looking guy. I forgot his name, but then again, he's not really that important. As Salido, I think that was his name, taunts Noelle still. Suddenly, the weary-looking guy summons a mushroom, which he calls Talking Mr. Mushroom. Of course, Noelle is a bit creeped out by that, mostly because he did that without permission. And the tired old guy actually makes a pretty interesting story. I mean, I wonder though if it really is like that. I mean, uh, he says that he heard what Salido mocked Noel, and he considers that something unforgivable because apparently he is the oldest brother of 10 brothers and sisters. I mean, what does that mean? 5 brothers and 5 sisters. Uh, I mean, it's not confirmed if he is the oldest brother, but he did say an older brother is there to protect the weaker younger brothers and sisters that are born after him. So I mean, he is kind of a big protector. I mean, I think that answers a little bit why this guy looks so weary. It can't be easy raising 10 children, 10 brothers and sisters. And what I meant to say earlier, wouldn't it be very cruel, although a little bit funny, but mostly cruel, if these brothers and sisters do not respect their older brother? I mean, he says that there's a duty for an older brother to be well supportive to the little brothers and sisters, but still, I wonder how his siblings are treating him. It's kind of funny that he's being very hammy through the mushroom. But Salido summons his water snakes and attacks Noelle, destroys the mushroom and cuts Noelle. But that was the last mistake he will ever do. As she mentions that it's true that she was weak, but she has now find a new meaning in her life. She has been acknowledged by people that truly acknowledged her and truly has given her pleasant memories. So she no longer wants to be acknowledged by her brothers and sisters. She just wants to defeat them and prove that she has been acknowledged by people more amazing than they ever will be. So so with that, she challenged her brother. Salido, of course, take offense to that. Elsewhere, Juno squares off against the Earth magic user who brags about his story, who claims that he will fulfill Master Vengeance dreams. But of course, Juno defeats him in just one attack, apparently from the inside, saying something like he conjured magic within the enemy's magic. As he coldly says, I don't care much for other people's dreams. The only dream I have is my own. I mean, even for Juno, that is actually a pretty cold thing to say. I mean, as I said before, sometimes I feel like he's getting darker and darker in personality. But it is true, though. I mean, I mostly only care about my own dream too, so I can understand what he says. Still, I don't. Still, what I meant to say is that Juno, the only one Juno opens up to, is Asta. What Juno really needs to do is open up to others, other than not treat them so coldly. But I highly doubt that will happen. And his one dream is to become Sorcerer's Emperor and surpass Aster. So he has no time for dreams. And finally, we're switched to the ultimate Solido humiliation as he has a villainous breakdown when he realizes that his water snake is nothing before Noelle's mighty sea dragon. As she says that, I'll strike you down with this, do you mind? He proclaims, like, go ahead, you weakling, although thinking it won't hit him. So Noelle unleashes her sea dragon roar, this time more controlled than ever. Not only smashes up the enemy crystal, which by the way Salido somehow was protecting, or at least they got to him, but also knocking him out, giving finally that big ass deserving attack he so deserved. And Noelle, she looked so fine this one, not only because she was so badass, but the way she did it. She proclaims she is no longer weak. And so the first rounds have ended. Yeah, all in all, a very satisfying chapter. I mean, I would not have. Actually, this is short but sweet. Would I preferred if the fight would have been longer? Sometimes a little bit, but at the same time, this was completely one-sided. Team Noelle were the real winners. They dominated everything. Even that weak fungus guy, weary looking fungus guy. I forgot his name. Maybe I should go back and learn it. Even he got some moments to shine here. At the beginning, I thought it was just like a joke character, but yeah, he has some incitement. Although he still looks a little bit, comical. Still wonder, but I think at least it's answered why he always looks so weary. It can't be easy be a magic knight and support 10 siblings at the same time. Not to mention if the siblings are not so respectful. But he got also some moments here. The real still was doing some coolness. Just crushed that guy like that. I mean, what I meant to say about that was kind of cruel was for the fact that the guy just bragged and proclaimed all his dreams, and Juno just crushed it like that. If that doesn't crush someone's spirits, I don't know what does. And the fact that he is, as I said before, what I really wish for Juno's character is to open up to others. Still not exactly known if it's open towards Mimosa or Klaus yet. Probably not. But the real winner, that is no denying, was Noelle. Not only did she show some sexy posing with her amazing legs, but also finally she defeated her arrogant bully of a brother. And it's also shown that while the brother may have a snake water, she had a mother freaking dragon. She will definitely surpass them one day. That's basically this chapter. All in all, sweet, short, but awesome. Give me your thoughts if you have